After our less than ideal 5-star resort in Tena, we're glad to be in a new town and headed right into the next adventure. Our friends at Imagine Ecuador have a few things in store for us this week. The first is one of my favorite things to do outside climbing mountains, and that is rappelling off massive waterfalls.
Hey guys, what is going on?
Good morning. We are in Baños, Ecuador, and we just started out with Imagine Ecuador. It's our first tour with them. We might do a couple more this week.
This is gonna be amazing. We're doing canyoning and we're just rappelling off waterfalls. That's
and
what
it's really cold.
I know, we have wetsuits. Look at this.
Seal suit.
We're up at like 6,000 feet and we're probably going higher to catch the waterfall.
I didn't even think of that.
Yeah, we're going higher and we're coming down the waterfalls. You know, we're super excited to be with Imagine Ecuador on this tour. They seem like an awesome crew to work with and
fun energy right from the
lots
bat.
of energy. We came into Baños last night super late, so we have no idea what was here in the city, but this city is amazing. It's just nestled in between all these hills and volcanoes.
Waking up in this town was a mystery to us. We drove in late last night and we had no idea the beauty that surrounds Baños.
I don't like jumping off waterfalls. I don't like heights. But
I love it.
feel very safe right now. I was a little timid this morning, and then walking into this group, I feel like we're gonna be good.
This is gonna be fun. I love this stuff.
I hate this stuff.
All right, let's get on the bus.
After a meeting in the center of town with our new friends, we jumped on a tour bus and we drove down the canyon to our starting point in the first waterfall. The drive was intense and exciting. Our tour bus hugged the road as we followed a massive canyon through the Andes.
Nice wetsuit.
Great yellow seal. That's your one.
Okay, judging by how hot I am in this wetsuit right now,
I'm really excited to jump in the waterfall.
I have a feeling this is gonna be really cold water. Wait, let me see your seal dance again.
The first step before heading into the canyon was getting geared up and making sure we were safe.
Doing all the safety and how to, rappel on these ropes, because it is a dangerous sport. This is an adventure activity. These guys are really good. They're teaching us everything from the basics to everything you need to know to rappel down. And we're practicing on the ground, as you can see behind me. Everyone's gonna be comfortable once we actually get on the first waterfall.
Out of all the canyoning we've done, this feels the most safe. They set us up, anchored us up here, and we each did the canyoning stance, and they showed us how to go down. They gave us the cues. We've never had that before we left for a canyon. This is gonna be a good time. How do you guys feel?
Great.
We're ready!
Yeah!
Woo! You guys ready?
Yeah, we're ready! Woo!
Ready? Ready! Yeah! What about you?
I think so.
After our safety talks, we started down the narrow road, and underneath us was the first waterfall. The temperature in Ecuador is pretty moderate and stays the same most of the year. Our thick wetsuits roasted us as we started the hike, but it was only a short hike, and within a couple minutes, we were ready to test our new skills as canyoneers and jump into the freezing alpine water.
All right, so they're starting us off small, just doing some little jumps, getting us ready. Slightly cold. It is very cold. Look at this thing. How cool is this? We're just like out in the jungle, in the middle of the canyon. Woo! This is gonna be fun.
If you've never tried canyoneering before, you basically have a small piece of metal that is hooked onto a harness, and through the way you weave the rope, you're able to control the speed at which you descend. We've done this a handful of times, and Rachel is always nervous before we start the first waterfall. But by the end, there's always a smile on her face, and she always wants to know what's next. Life is about trying new things that you think you'd never do. Even after scaling mountains and rappelling off ice-covered cliffs, canyoneering still gives me a new sense of excitement every time I do it. There's something about having the freezing cold water pouring down as you're trying to keep your focus and stay calm to control the rope.
All right, so I don't know how much more we have, but we've gone down some pretty crazy waterfalls. I mean, look at this behind me. Massive. And these guys really know what they're doing. They've got a great team, keeping us safe. It's a ton of fun. And we just get to like play on waterfalls. I mean, it's great. We gotta keep going.
The canyon twists and turns through the green hills in the Andes. Our day was spent jumping and rappelling down waterfalls that never seemed to end. Now that our nerves have calmed a bit, our wetsuits were a little less effective. The water begins to creep in and starts freezing every bit of your body. But just as Rachel tells me that she's getting cold, the canyon opens up and we have one final jump. Everyone takes turns doing the celebratory plunge into the ice-cold water one last time. I'm the last to go, and as I walk from the canyon, I realize that we've descended all the way down into the mouth of the Amazon. Stretching out in the distance is a never-ending green of life. However, this forest is threatened by the increasing demands of Ecuador's main export, oil. Living under this stunning landscape is another type of green. However, that story is for another video. We climb out of the water and take one last look at the beauty set before us before we head up the hill to our local lunch spot. This is a family-run spot and it serves up delicious traditional Ecuadorian meals before we head back to Baños.
All right, so we just got back from our canyoning experience. Now we're hanging out at a little town, just hanging on the cliffs here. This is so cool. So we're getting lunch downstairs. They just made it for us. This is the end of the adventure, but we're ending with lunch. That was amazing. That was one of the best canyoning experiences that I've ever experienced, and it was so much fun. Some of those jumps were huge. The waterfalls were big. You know, it gives you the ability to do canyoning at any level, beginner to advanced. Like I've done, you know, lots of mountain climbing, rappelling, things like that. And even with all that, there was beginners who have never been on ropes, and everyone had fun no matter what. But guys, you got to check out Imagine Ecuador. We love hanging with these guys for the day. It was so much fun. Now I gotta go eat. Let's go eat.
We had a great day exploring waterfalls with Imagine Ecuador. This country feels like the adventure capital of South America. Every day has been a new and unique experience. For me, this is paradise. High alpine mountains, never-ending jungles, and a relaxed lifestyle filled with adventure. But don't get me wrong, I love warm beaches with a delicious drink in my hand. But there's way more to traveling than just sitting at a resort. There's tons of experiences and different things that you need to get out there and see, and not just worry about sitting in the sun. We can't wait to see what Imagine Ecuador has in store for us tomorrow.